Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the FrostBytez Gaming Experience. So we just got done taking out Sir Roderick von Musketstein over there, and in between that part and this part, I went to the two spirit fonts and the focus shrine and all that in order to make sure that I was ready to go to continue on with some more side quests we got to do in this area before moving on to the main quest, because that's how we like to do things. But it looks like we got ourselves a little bit of a stoppage here.
Look who we have here. There's no princess to save you this time.
I didn't even need her last time. What are you even talking about, buddy?
Do you think we'd forget? You can't humiliate us and just walk away.
Who are you two again?
Don't look at me. I can't do anything right now.
And you vanished. You literally vanished, so I can't really do anything.
Insult a guard of the Imperial City.
I just told you guys to leave me alone, but alrighty, so looks like we gotta go through this. I could have actually used this to showcase the musket. Maybe I actually still can. Can I actually switch it up in the middle of a fight? I think I can, because I want to show off the musket. So, let's go ahead and remap. So, let's put the musket instead of the golden staff for the time being, so you guys get an idea of how strong this can be. Oh, dang it. He got a little bit closer than I wanted him to. There we go. So, press the super attack button, get a good fire on, and boom. Good amount of damage, but it takes up a lot of focus. Why am I stuck? Whoa, I got, like, really stuck there for a second. Okay, so, kicked me back for a second. And using just the A button, easy takeout. Utilizing X does it more out. And now I'm right out of focus. Takes a lot of focus, but as you can see, does a good amount of damage. Really bad showcasing, because I got stuck in a really weird-ass camera angle there. And I got relatively stuck for some reason. Couldn't really do much on that. Let's go ahead and just utilize the heal for now. I don't think we're going to be needing it too much. But yeah, so that's the musket. Relatively takes a while for it to actually build up on its attack, and takes up a lot of focus in order to utilize it anyways. But the payoff is relatively good. Good chunk of damage right out of the gate. Alright, well now we have ourselves the Silt Fox following us. We know exactly what it is that we need to do and how to do it. We'll utilize that much later. Right now, I actually want to get out of this area in its entirety. And we will come back to here later, because there is one particular... Like I said, there's a good number of side quests to do in this area, and it has been a while. We'll talk with him later.
Oh dear, this won't do.
I'm sure it won't, but it'll have to do for the time being. We'll go back and talk with him later. It has been a while since my last recording session. It's been an even longer while since my test play, and I only remember so much of what I did, because there is a lot to do when it comes to this area, one of which I am actually going to do right here, the blacksmith shop.
Welcome, welcome. Did someone from the Black Leopard School send you? No, I suppose you don't quite look like one of their students.
Can't say that I am. Who are they?
Well, no matter. If you're looking for weapons, I have quite a good selection and reasonable rates. Would you like to see what I have for sale?
We indeed will, because... Let's see here.
Here you go. There's quite a lot, so take your time.
If I am not mistaken, this is only available in the complete edition, talking to this guy, and this is how you get yourselves an upgrade of your current weapons, from the Dragon Sword to Flawless, which is what I want, which is an upgrade of the staff, more damage out of it. I think it utilizes less focus in general, but I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you get to keep all the upgrades you already had on the Golden Rod for the Flawless. Focus plus 5, easy. And then a bar made of iron. Well, let's go ahead and just buy that, because you never know when we're going to need it. We don't need the Dragon Sword because we've already got our own weapon. The Storm Dragon style, again, it's just another attack style that I don't really utilize too much. And then that I'm not too interested in either. But anyways, now we've got ourselves good old Flawless. And once again, we do not need to do anything with it, because we get to keep all of what we originally had already. So... makes it a whole lot easier. And looking into it, we're relatively close to getting that one finished up there, and that's really about it. Again, I think this is only available in the special edition. Outside of that, I don't recall that being a thing you can do in the original standalone Jade Empire. But we're gonna head out to the Black Leopard School as he was just talking about.
Do you really think we'll find Second Brother here in the city?
Why ask me? I don't even want to be here. Second Brother probably decided he didn't want to listen to Master Radiant anymore, and left to get some peace.
I could use some peace from your guys' whinings.
Never. Second Brother is devoted to Master Radiant. If anything, I suspect Master Smiling Hawk had something to do with his disappearance.
I love these names. Smiling Hawk, Smiling Mountain. I wonder if they're brothers.
Master Smiling Hawk?
Or cousins. Twice removed.
Quiet, you worms. You're here to look for second brother, not bicker like school children. Now get moving.
Wow, being called worms. That's quite low. And they walked away, but they walked... I didn't see them go past. But okay, whatever.
You're a fool if you believe what Master Smiling Hawk teaches. Brute force is not always the best way to win a battle.
Weren't you guys just the ones talking? You walked away. Now you're in here?
Oh, and Master Radiant's ways are better? I don't think so. Brute force is the only way to get what you want, and I can prove it.
So it looks like we're looking at our classic open palm, closed fist.
I'll show you. Hey, you! What do you think you're doing here? Get out of here, or we'll throw you out.
Oh, this cannot end well for you, buddy. You don't just go yelling at just random people. Careful while you summon, getting in trouble.
I'm not the one in trouble here. We outnumber you, in case you haven't noticed.
Yeah, you're right. 4-to-1 is very odd odds, are very terrible odds. It should be 10-to-1 for it to be even. Alrighty, out of my way.
We may be young, but we've trained.
That guy's giving me the finger motion without saying anything.
Come on, let's teach our visitor some respect.
Alrighty, so we're just gonna waylay the crap out of them. Heard a little bit of an echo there. Was that just me? Did that pick up on the actual game capture, or was that only me? Hey, if only I brought the musket with me, that would have been hilarious. Get away, you dogs! Yeah. Oh, get that super kick in. Oof. But yeah, these guys take a small while to go through health-wise, but they're not relatively tough. They usually come in about one at a time after you. The rest just kind of stand waiting to hopefully find an opening. Not who I wanted. There you are. Oh, no, come on. I just want to kick you one time. Not a super kick. Ah, crap. Okay, get him out. Hey, buddy. There we go. Alrighty. So again, it's going to take a while just because of the fact that they have relatively high health bars, but that's really about it. Flutter them away. You could also use this one trick that I've recently been doing where all you do is just double kick them a lot. Which I think the first two kicks are just the strongest anyways. And the only problem with utilizing... Who the hell are you anyways? You're all kinds of scarred up.
Third brother, that is no way to treat a guest.
You're no way to treat a guest. Anyways, so the thing with the double kick instead of finalizing the final kick is that, yeah, you're going to get a little bit more damage out of it, and you can get them stuck in a combo boost. The thing is in order to counteract that, in a lot of cases, enemies will throw in an attack in between your two double kicks. If you get a good double kick in, before you start the next one, they have a small window to be able to hit you with, unlike finishing it off with the third kick to knock them back in order to get some distance. It does kind of suck because then you got to retrace the distance that you made with your opponent. But again, in some cases, they can then start to combo you if you're not too careful.
My name is First Brother Kai. Welcome to the Black Leopard School.
I do feel welcomed. I haven't been utilizing it much till now because it was definitely something they could use a little bit of restraint. Anyways, I have not been utilizing it up to this point because first off, there's just something I completely forgot about utilizing is getting them caught into a stun lock of just utilizing the two attacks without using the third attack to knock them all the way back. But again, the other reason why I kind of haven't been using it, that was the biggest one. But then the other reason when I did find out about a couple episodes ago, again, they can get that one small attack in between the two double kicks that can combo you off of that. And there are some enemies that you don't want to have that happen to you. I don't even know what I clicked on there. I was pressing A to get to my dialogue option, but I mistimed it there. But so I don't even know what I agreed to. I think I said I would go out of my way to talk with somebody.
Good news. Master Radiant agreed to let you
Okay, I agreed to join.
Rare honor indeed. In fact,
but anyways, depending on what you're going against, if you let him get one combo off against you, that could be the end of it, and it's usually better just to knock him back and try to utilize your distance better. But in other cases, if you know you're not going to be taking a 3-hit combo and dying instantly because of it, you can just keep him in that stun lock as much as you can, take one combo afterwards, and go right back to it. Sounds reasonable.
A positive attitude will win you many fights before you even begin.
Ooh, and we look to win a lot of fights here. So basically, in this area, it's just like a lot of fighting. Just a lot of little mini-bosses you go against, which are all the students. We kind of went against a bunch of them right out of the gate. Right there, that's kind of like our small little test. But then we go against, like, I think it's 5 of the strongest brothers. Okay, 6 brothers. But I think we only against 5 of them, because second brother is just kind of missing. Not too much out of it. There's like a little bit of story between open palm, closed fist, yada, yada, yada. All that stuff that we already know about. We're just kind of here for the experience.
You'll find plenty of challenges here, I assure you.
Yeah, none of them really are a challenge.
I must be honest with you. I believe Master Radiant has a plan in allowing you to join us. As you may have heard, there are 2 masters at this school.
That's never a good idea.
Master Radiant and I have tried for some time to temper Master
Especially when they don't get along.
Ways. He is cunning and ruthless, and has little regard for students.
AKA closed fist.
Normally I wouldn't speak openly about such things, but you are new, and your skill will draw his attention. Be careful. Master Smiling Hawk is a dangerous man.
Yeah, well, I'm flawless. Get it? Alrighty, sure, we'll just say we be careful, blah, 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 blah. It's one of those usuals, like, you know, okay, I'm the character, I'm the main guy, I can whoop just about everybody minus a minion here and there that can just one-shot me because they're way more powerful than I kind of let my level help out with, basically. But in a lot of cases, you just kind of stick with, oh, you know, whatever the quickest way to finish the conversation is, which is just basically saying, I agree, whole hottie day, all that good stuff. Before we start doing that, let's get some exploring out of the way first. There are a couple scrolls that we can read in this area, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, we can't open that one, but we can close this door, huh? I did not know that. Anyways, don't bother talking with any of these people. Doesn't lead to anything. You can get a little bit of, well, okay, I didn't mean to actually get that close. This literally leads to nothing. It's just supposedly some slight character development for her, but she doesn't play any important role to any of this, so there's really no reason for it. I guess it kind of shows that there are some people here that are a little too ruthless.
This isn't a public restaurant. We only serve the students here. You'll have to go back to the city if you're hungry.
Again, this doesn't really add to anything. I'm just gonna go. I think you have to go through her to talk with third brother anyways, but I don't even believe so. I think you just talk with him later on for his battle. So yeah, unfortunately that's more of just a pointless ordeal. Anyways, we got numerous brothers' rooms, but some of them do have scrolls if I'm not mistaken. Fifth brother's room, nope. Can't go into Master Radiant's room. There's the scroll. Read that, extra experience, and I think that's just about it. Couple vases to break open, 2 scrolls to read, and we can actually start beating these people up. Start with 6th brother.
So you're the one who was challenging our novices earlier. That might impress Master Radiant, but it won't get you noticed by Master Smiling Hawk. I'm 6th brother Gao Shan. If you think you can defeat a disciple of Master Smiling Hawk, challenge me. I assure you, I'm much tougher than the novices.
And I'm sure you're not tough enough to withstand my dual kick combo. Let's do it.
Alright, follow me.
Just about every single fight is usually done out here in the open. But yep, you just pause after 2 kicks for the next one. As you can see there, they can get an attack in on you. So if you're dealing with certain people, not in a one-on-one situation, it can really become a problem.
Next time.
Man, that was lucky. You kept kicking me twice, over and over and over again. And for some reason, I couldn't get you to stop. Anyways, 5th brother's next.
You must be the new student. I'm 5th brother Shang Jin. There's been quite a stir regarding your entry into the school. Most unorthodox.
Well, I beat up 4 students, and then I beat up 6 by using dual kick.
Master Radiant is up to his tricks again. Regardless, you've defeated 6th brother, so we can spar. Would you care to try your skills against mine?
I don't know. Do you think you can withstand the dual kick
Good.
master?
Follow me.
Again, one-on-one situations, it's a relatively easy thing to do. When there's more people around, it makes it a little bit harder. Oh, did not mean to actually finish off that. There we go. Easy. Easy. Yes, I am going to be abusing that as much as I can in some situations. But again, in larger crowds, unless like you have an ally that can easily pull them away, it can be relatively tough.
Hello, my name is 4th brother Yu, and you must be the new prodigy. First brother told us to watch.
And again, I do not know with the other styles if it's as broken using dual attack and not finishing up over others. It's been forever since I played it, and I mostly only remember utilizing Legendary Strike and the 1000 Cuts. And I don't remember in Thousand Cuts if they even give you an opening to do that at all, because it's rather movie when you do it. Unlike the Legendary Strike, where it's just kind of in-place kick. Easy. As you can see, there's that small little frame window in which they can take advantage of you. He kind of utilizes it just to move away. Others can utilize it to actually get a full combo off on you. I'm sure. Anyways, and we'll be nice about it. You sound like, oh my god, sounds like one of the Gungans in Star Wars, now that I think about it. Wapanu. Anyways, sure, let's see him. Either that or just like another Jabba character.
Thank you, third brother, that is all.
At least he speaks English. Wow, your voice got really high when talking to him.
So, you are the new student I have heard so much about.
Seems like a nice guy.
Someone so young display the ability that you have shown. I noticed that you did not come from one of our usual schools. Do you mind if I ask you who your real master is?
Oh, good old glorious strategist. But we'll just go with Master Lee.
Nevertheless, he obviously taught you well. You have talent. And with second brother's death, we have need of a new brother.
Oh, so he died. He didn't just vanish, he died. And what happened to him?
I asked him to do something for me. He refused.
And you killed him.
Let me be blunt. Master Radiant is holding this school back. He's holding me back. Radiant is weak. He follows the way of harmony.
Open fist.
His methods are slow and pitiful.
Yeah, well, my 2 kicks to your face will tell you otherwise.
To me. I want Master Radiant removed.
He seems like such a nice guy, too. He has a calm, soothing voice. He sounds too nice to be a jerk.
Defeat my rival.
Yeah, deal with it yourself.
I would deal with it myself, if I could. However, Radiant is a unique problem, and you are the solution.
Unique as in he's already dead, but his ghost spirit is still around, and I'm the only one who can actually deal with ghosts. How he figured this out is well beyond what I can comprehend. You know, unless he has whispers that I'm a spirit monk and I'm able to deal with the ghost, there's no way this guy would have known about it just by me fighting a bunch of his underlings. Did I spoil the fact that Master Radiant is actually a ghost?
So, first brother.
Yeah, just kind of throw that out there. I mean, you know, whatever. If anybody here has been watching this and did not want anything spoiled, I'm not going to spoil anything else, but it's just like a little side quest ordeal, so it doesn't really matter nearly as much, and you'll probably see him about towards the end of the episode anyways. I think I can actually get done with the Black Leopard School by the time this part's over. I'm looking at about 2 minutes left. I could probably look to go over a couple minutes if I need to. I'd rather die than helping you out, give you some nice karma points, because we are a good person. But anyways, this guy just tries to talk, teaching us a new ability, blah, 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 blah. Our mastery of the 2 kicks is good enough. So now we can go against third brother, which I think this is where we would get that one cutscene. But again, it doesn't really do much. And it makes sense that he's a ghost since they call him Radiant. But it, again, that's how, yeah, talk's cheap. I like how I do it with a smile. It's like, yeah, I'm going to whoop your ass. Ooh, got the Tiger Claw. He would have actually had a good attack against me if he didn't start going for a power attack instead of a normal attack. Ooh, he had a chance. He really did. But he was too slow. Get hit by my super kick. I am just too strong with my dual kicks.
Do not disgrace yourself further, third brother. Accept your defeat and learn from it.
Probably not going to be able to finish this one. Well, I mean, if I can have it go over a couple minutes, I think I'll be okay. Yeah, I'm sure. Actually, I don't even think so, because when we talk with Master Radiant, he talks for quite a while. So we're actually probably going to call it apart before we can talk with him. But yeah, he's dead. He's a ghost. And because of that, that's why Smiling Hawk wants me really easy.
It certainly didn't look easy from where I was standing.
You must have been standing in a whole different area then, because he didn't even hit me one time. But anyways, yeah, so Radiant's dead. He's a ghost. That's why Smiling Hawk wants us to deal with him, is the fact that we can actually deal with ghosts. Once again, I don't know how he actually figured that out just by us beating up some of his students, but whatever. Oh, don't just cut me to there. Ah, jeez. Well, at least you can now see it. Oh, well, might as well try and finish it up right here. Ever since I died, I realized you shouldn't take yourselves too seriously, because you know, you're going to be dead anyways. Anyways, so, yeah, you're dead. Dead, buried, food for the worms. Wondering why the school still follows the dead master, because no one really knows. Cannot leave this place due to the way I was killed, first brother. My death kept it a secret, while he and second brother until his recent demise. Oh, so sounds like it was like a 2-on-1 fight. I don't know. Anyways, you're not stuck here because of how you died. You're stuck here because, you know, water dragon and all that good stuff. It's gonna take forever to tell you. But anyways, go ahead and tell me what's up.
Master, I never.
Anyways, before Smiling Hawk was the master, he was only a third brother. Right before the demise, he was a gifted student, although not a very good fighter, preferred books and knowledge over combat. Now, why is this such a bad thing? But his first knowledge became unhealthy, so he started learning a whole bunch of new techniques, including ones that could, I don't know, kill somebody. Move beyond his station, but had to learn. What a dangerous path to, oh man, reading them books. Oh boy, death to all those readers and all that good stuff. Very dangerous path to take and all that stuff. Anyways, he was smart, but he wasn't wise. Discovered a technique that allowed him to harness other people's style and power. So basically, he just sucks the power out of other people and utilizes them against that. So we gotta be careful, because he could utilize the way of 2 kicks against us. Anyways, in his arrogance, assumed he would obey his instructions, but then he decided to keep on going. So basically, he was like, slap on the wrist, don't do that again. Guy said K, and then he came back. He's like, oh, by the way, I'm still doing it, and now you're dead. Kind of seems how it goes in our justice system these days, too, unfortunately. I don't know where it is in other places, but here it's like really bad. We unfortunately had an incident where we had somebody in a town next to where I live had numerous domestic violence cases against him, went to court numerous times. I think he got arrested 7 times for domestic abuse cases, never once went to jail for it. They just kept letting him go back home, and then like 2 years later, he ended up stabbing his girlfriend or wife. I can't remember what the relation was, but yeah, it was kind of one of those, all right, basically every single time it was another domestic abuse. Oh, don't do it again. Slap on the wrist. Okay, gotcha. Did it again. Oh, you did that again. Don't do it again. Slap on the wrist. Okay, gotcha. 7 times over, and then he ends up killing his wife / girlfriend, whatever. So here it's relatively bad. And it seems like it's the same way over there, where, you know, the guy's just like, oh, well, don't you dare do that. And the guy's like, okay, won't do it. And then he kills him. That's just kind of how it goes. This got really dark towards the end of it. Anyways, he took the easy route of power, but it cost him, changed him, corroded his spirit, makes him very powerful. So he's very strong, but now he's evil because he read books. His books are bad. Books are evil. Never read books, children. That's kind of what I'm gaining out of this anyways. Balance slowly turns his favor, gains more and more power. How do we stop him? Why, I brought you here. I have the skill. Yay, me. Something different about me. Let's see here. Well, the thing that's different about me is that I can actually hit ghosts like you if I actually wanted to. I'm not going to. You seem like a really chill guy, even though you're telling me that reading books is a really bad thing and all that. But you know what? You're swell, because the game tells me you're swell, and I'm going to beat up a living person instead of a dead person. Haha! Anyways, why doesn't he finish you off? He can steal powers, but he can't steal things. Basically, he can't do anything because he's dead. Again, we really have the only ability to attack dead people. Us and the people that follow me, I guess. I don't know. So now I'm actually even stronger than he is. Interesting. Anyways, so yeah, sure, we will go destroy him. So basically he says, be careful because, you know, he can actually use our powers against us, but we fear nothing other than ourselves. But we are going to have to call it a part right there, ladies and gentlemen. When we come back, we are going to take on Mr. Smiling Hawk, but we'll take care of that in the next part. So I do hope you enjoyed the rest of your evenings, and we'll catch you all on that next part.